Let's talk about two of the most intense, complex characters we've ever seen. Homelander from The Boys and Vergilius from Limbus Company. At first glance, these two might seem like they are from completely different worlds, and well, they are. But when you start peeling back the layers, you will see they are not just powerful, they are incredibly dangerous in ways that go beyond their abilities. So what happens if we pit them against each other? Let's find out. Homelander is the epitome of power. With laser vision that can slice through steel, superhuman strength, and the ability to fly faster than sound, he is unmatched in his universe. He is invulnerable to almost any physical damage, and his aura of invincibility strikes terror into everyone. However, Homelander's power comes with a fatal flaw. His ego. His need for validation and lack of emotional control make him a volatile and unpredictable opponent. Underneath his godlike facade lies a man consumed by insecurity and the desperate need to dominate. Now let's turn to Vergilius. Unlike Homelander, his power isn't defined by brute force. It's rooted in precision, strategy, and discipline. Known as the Red Gaze, Vergilius possesses an almost supernatural insight that allows him to analyze his enemies and predict their movements. His nickname isn't just for show. His piercing gaze unnerved even the most hardened opponents, revealing their weaknesses with terrifying accuracy. Vergilius wields a hyperthermic gladius, a seemingly simple weapon with devastating capabilities. It can slice through reinforced steel and cauterize wounds in the same motion, ensuring his enemies have no chance to recover. But his true power lies in his mastery of ego. By channeling his mental strength into physical combat, Vergilius amplifies his abilities, turning himself into a one-man army. So how do these two compare? At first glance, Homelander's overwhelming power might seem unbeatable. He can flatten entire cities, outpace fighter jets, and destroy armies without breaking a sweat. In contrast, Vergilius might seem more grounded. His strength isn't infinite, and his physical durability is human, albeit enhanced by high-level treatments. But that's where the comparison gets interesting. Vergilius doesn't need to match Homelander's power head-on. He's a master of adaptation. In Leviathan, we've seen Vergilius take down foes with godlike abilities, like Schadenfreude and the Docent of the Ring Finger. These enemies possessed reality-bending powers, yet Vergilius triumphed through strategy and sheer willpower. Here is where Vergilius gains a massive advantage: his mind. Homelander is ruled by his emotions, his need to dominate, and his fear of rejection. In a fight, this makes him unpredictable, but also reckless. He relies on his opponents cowering in fear, which works well in his world, where no one dares to challenge him. Vergilius, however, is immune to such tactics. He operates with an unshakable focus, even under the most harrowing conditions. In Leviathan, we see this clearly. When faced with overwhelming odds, including the loss of close allies, Vergilius doesn't falter. He channels his pain into action, never letting emotions cloud his judgment. Against Homelander, this mental fortitude will be critical. Vergilius wouldn't just resist Homelander's intimidation, he would turn it against him. Let's imagine the fight. Homelander opens with a signature move, his laser vision, aiming to incinerate Vergilius from a distance. But Vergilius, with his flow detection ability, anticipates the attack. He moves with precision, closing the gap before Homelander can react. Now in close combat, Vergilius activates his ego. His gladius burns with hyperthermic energy, and with one strike, it cleaves through Homelander's near-invincible skin. Homelander, unused to facing opponent who can hurt him, panics. He lashes out with brute force, but Vergilius counters with surgical precision, exploiting every opening. Each attack from Vergilius isn't just physical, it's psychological, breaking Homelander's confidence one step at a time. Ultimately, this battle isn't about who is stronger, it's about who is smarter and more resilient. Homelander's power is immense, but it's also unrefined. He's never had to adapt or outthink an opponent, and his reliance on fear makes him predictable. Vergilius, on the other hand, thrives in chaos. His experience in the city, where life is a constant battle for survival, has honed his skills to perfection. He's fought enemies far more dangerous than Homelander, enemies who could bend reality or crush armies with a thought. Vergilius doesn't just win fights, he dismantles his opponents, exploiting their every weakness.
You can't be serious. Homelander is extremely resistant to heat. There's no way Vergilius' weapon could hurt him.
Well, we can compare Vergilius' ego to a critical hit in a game. It surpasses the damage limit that normally shouldn't be exceeded. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.